Okay, what about the rest of the festival races with best bets? So we've got JLT, National Hunt Chase, the handicaps, the Mares Hurdle. You must have tons, Keels.
Yeah, well, I think I haven't got loads actually, because the handicaps, we haven't even got entries yet, have we? It's a bit early. I think Tully East won the novice handicap chase last year. His last 2 runs, he was 3rd or 4th on Sunday, and he ran 6th in the Paddy Power. You never see a horse jump so badly yet travel so well through those races. And what he wants is good ground. Good ground, so his jumping it'll be better. And I think he's going to be a major factor whatever race he runs in.
DJ?
I've got loads. Can I get my book out?
You got any more guilty pleasures?
I have a few guilty pleasures, all right.
Are they written down in there?
So the National Hunt Chase, I fancy Jury Duty in the Gordon Elliott trains. It looked like it was outstayed in Nace by Moulin Avant, but he just idles when he gets to the front. He pricks his ears. He did the same in a handicap hurdle at Punchestown a few years ago. Jack Kennedy rode him, and Gordon Elliott gave him the biggest bollocking ever after the race because he hit the front too soon. And I'd say Robbie Power would love to have that run again, and it would be a lovely story because one of the owners unfortunately passed away. He died of cancer a couple of months ago, and it would just be a lovely, lovely story. He's one of Robbie Power's best mates, and it would be a lovely story. Like, he was rated 147 over hurdles. If you go back through, Tiger Road was only rated 140, and Manila Rocco was only rated 145, so he's rated £2 higher than them as a hurdler. He's a really good jumper, and he has a touch of class. I could see him being something like Chicago Grey a few years ago in the race, just creeping away. I think he's got a really good chance in the National Hunt Chase. In the final race, Jessica Harrington won the Grand Annual last year with Rock the World. I am convinced there's been a plan in place for Don't Touch It this year. He fell at the weekend.
A plan for a JP McManus owned handicapper.
I've been convinced of it for about 6 months now that Don't Touch It is going to win the Grand Annual. He's a better horse than Rock the World. He was a Grade 1 winning hurdler, and if you go back to his novice hurdle form in Punchestown, he beat Petit Mouchoir and Brain Power in a hurdle, and 4th was York Hill, and York Hill back then was better than York Hill now. But he's well handicapped over fences. He won a handicap chase at Punchestown last season. He's a proper horse. He's a son of Scorpion, so we all know they've got a quirk to them. But he's a touch of class in that race. So I'd be very interested in Don't Touch It in the Grand Annual. 1 or 2 others in the Close Brothers.
Writing all these down.
In the Close Brothers handicap chase, there's no entries out yet, but a horse that finished 3rd in the Scilly Isles at the weekend, No Comment, trained by Philip Hobbs, owned by JP again. He got a mark of 145, same as his hurdles mark. I think he will be a better chaser. That Close Brothers race is now a 0 to 145 now, so I think he'll creep in. So I think he's really interesting. And was there one more? No, I think that's it.
There probably was one more, wasn't there?
Paul is giving me dirty looks there to shut up.
I'll tell you what, if he gets in, Mr. Whittaker has to go close in that novice handicap chase. He's only rated 137 though. They changed it to a 0 to 145 this year, so might not get in. If he doesn't, he might run in the plate, in which case he's got a big chance there as well.
Brilliant. Okay, we will wrap up then with your best bets, the 2 of you then. If you're advising us now, what horses we should definitely be backing over those 4 days, Paul?
No doubt about it. The best bet each way is Far Class at 12 to 1 for the Triumph Hurdle.
Far Class each way 12s for the Triumph Hurdle. And DJ?
I think Presenting Percy would be very hard to beat, but I go for Jury Duty in the National Hunt Chase.
Brilliant. Jury Duty and Far Class for the boys. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.